Welcome back, everyone. Press D or Culdcept. Let's do this. I'm gonna just discard Borgus. I'm gonna go ahead and do Foresight.
Foresight.
That's very light. But what I want is a Holy War 10. So I got a bunch of Holy War 10s coming.
Aim for the next fort.
There's no point in trying to fight that.
Discard
I could have upgraded the water tile I had a wolf on, but it's really not worth it.
Make an offering to your god.
Go ahead, just summon your creatures, please. Yep.
Dream magic.
Thankfully, it's only going to go on her, but that could put him closer to winning. He has stolen like 4,000 mana. Alright.
Discard your card.
Yeah, discard sleep, because we don't need it now. I'm going to go ahead and do a mana.
Mana.
Make an offering to
action.
your god.
Alright, all I have to do is get past those two tiles, and I'll be fine.
Spartaway.
Evil me is a
Next
jerk.
fort.
You're gonna move. Why'd you even bother moving back? I don't understand you, game. I don't.
You've got a reward. Good luck to your next
Okay,
journey.
he is really close to winning, but thankfully is not winning.
Aim for the castle.
We'll go this way. And just to make sure we are good to go, we're just gonna do that. There we go. We're at over 12,000 now.
Make an offering to your god. Discard your card. Discard your
Okay,
card.
I don't need the Wonder Wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so I can't do Holy War 10 right now. And that's Holy War 9. Freaking A, which is gonna put me right there. Which is still a win condition. So let's do it. Yeah, it's still one condition. If I want to, I can fight this thing, but there's literally no reason to, so I'll just take the hit.
Aim for the castle.
And to make sure I don't roll a 1, I'm going to use Holy War 10 to move 2 spaces.
Aim for the next fort.
You don't have any creatures. Great.
Discard your card.
Let's end this.
Holy word X.
You've got a reward. You are the
God,
winner
that
of
was
this war.
ridiculous. I've lost in everything. I'd planned to manipulate everything, use everything. In the end, I was the one who was manipulated the most. Me. Wahaha! Bulber it. If it is anyone, he is the poor soul who could not overcome the evil in himself. And now all your will is swallowed up by Gemini. You are completely lost. In any case, the evil manifestation is no more. The future in which Kokuma becomes Gemini has been averted. You did it, Kokuma. You beat yourself. Good job, Kokuma. Very well done indeed, Kokuma. However, there is one last thing for you to do. Go to the altar and call the god Soltis. You are to succeed him as the god of Culdcept. You are to become the god of a new world. Leo, what's wrong? You should be happy that Kokuma is going to be a god. Becoming a god means leaving this world. Yeah, the world is finally in peace and now we have to part. I know it's not possible, but I'll say it anyway. I want you to stay here forever. Kokuma, Selena, Leo, don't be a burden to Kokuma. I know it's hard, but this is the law of Culdcept. It is her destiny as a scepter. Hey, it actually had the right gender. Now, Kokuma to the altar.
The true winner is determined.
So what happens now? God, that was way too close. Look at that. Look at this. My freaking red lines are zigzag all over the place. Yeah, majority of all of Evil Spirit's mana was just magic she was just holding on to. And a sixth of mine was symbols, so yay for that. No new cards. These are all the same. It's not bad, actually. But yeah, these are all duplicates. And I get Performer of the Mission, Metal Acquisition. And that's it. I'll go ahead and save.
I have seen you in battle. Outstanding. To see you in victory against yourself. I was a scepter once, but I never. The fear of Gemini's dominance has abated, and the universe will continue to exist. Goddess Kaldra must be pleased. Now, in accordance with the covenant, I shall grant you the power of a god. You will leave this world of Soltalia and create a new world. Receive your powers. You hesitate to leave this world. I know what you are thinking. The many comrades you met in battle. The home you will miss. And the desire to test your ability once again in this world. If you do not become a god now, it will be very dangerous for you and the entire universe. You could be defeated, and another victor could take your place. Or you could become possessed with new ambition. However, neither I nor any of the other gods can force your decision. So, let me hear your resolve. The power of God, or the brotherhood of this world.
Kokuma, what is stopping you? Go and receive the divine power. You couldn't be thinking, Kokuma. Kokuma. Kokuma, are you sure? You may never have another chance to become a god like Solstice said. Another person may try to defeat you next. Precisely. If such a person desired to become like Gemini, when am I going to tell Kaldra? You guys, Do you really think Kokuma should become a god? Even if it means she would leave this world? I want Kokuma to stay too. But when I think about her, if Kokuma wants to stay, why shouldn't she? I know I'm just being selfish, but I'd be much happier if Kokuma stayed. Plus, Kokuma isn't going to lose to anybody here. She can come back here and become a god if she decides to later. She doesn't have to now. Yeah, I guess. I still want to continue traveling with Kokuma. There's still so much I can learn. Kokuma, I would sure be glad if you stayed. We've made our feelings clear. Golgun, do you still insist that Kokuma should go and be a god? I thought I could finally return to Kuldra. Oh well, looks like I'll still be attending to Kokuma for a while yet. Not that it doesn't sound fun. Golgun, thank you. Kokuma, let's start on a new journey. And there you go. Hopefully the music's not too loud. So yeah, that is Culdcept. This is the first time I've ever beaten it. I've beaten the second game, Culdcept Saga, for 360 multiple times, and gotten quite a bit of the cards. I will say that this game seems a bit harder. Part of it might be because some of the translations for the cards are really hard to read. Some of it is there's a couple of missing mechanics in this version. In Culdcept Saga, they have a few additional map effects, such as both positive and negative shrines, like shrines that tend to lean more towards positive or negative effects. And there's also like switches that can literally change the map layout, where it can actually like change the pathways. There's like one map where it had like a road that goes to the middle, and stepping on certain spots will actually cause that little middle road to rotate and connect to different parts. There's also the idea of quick casting, which are cards that are spell cards that you can cast and still be able to cast another spell if you choose. For example, Magic Bolt in Culdcept Saga is actually a quick cast spell, so you can just cast it and then cast something else if you want to. So some of the ways you can kill monsters in that one is you can just have a bunch of Magic Bolts in your hand and just spam them. But yeah, for this game, it's pretty fun. It's, like I said, it's a lot more difficult, at least comparatively. It could also be because I didn't grind as many cards, I don't know. But I didn't seem to have as many of the options I had in Culdcept Saga as far as like what sort of decks to build. And I just wasn't that lucky. Like, I really wanted to make the Goblin deck to show that off, but I could never get the Goblin cards while Balborough had them. But yeah, the difficulty seems to go a little all over the place. Those last two fights are definitely a huge jump in difficulty, but I mean, it could also just be because of how my deck is set up. But yeah, Culdcept, it's pretty awesome. It's Magic the Gathering with Monopoly, like I said.
How much time has gone by? Golligan is back at Culdra's sanctuary and recounting the battles at Soltalia. Has that scepter become a god? That we cannot reveal. Yet we know this universe continues to exist, and the Culdcept remains in constant cycle. Golligan ponders. Could the goddess Culdra have sent him to Soltalia, knowing who Gemini was? Was this entire ordeal set down in the Culdcept to test us? Golligan questions Culdra, but she only smiles. Culdra may know everything, but never shall we.
And there you go. That's Culdcept. Yeah, and that's Culdcept, it looks like. I'll see if I can do a direct move. I'll do a direct move to... I mean, honestly, I don't even know what else to expect. I don't know if there's any extra hidden endings. I know in Culdcept Saga, you would actually play through the game multiple times, getting different endings every time until eventually they kind of all combined. But nope. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Okay. Oh, actually, there is a curious question I have. What if I go back to the Heavenly Altar? What's happening there? Do I just fight Balberet? Yeah, it looks like it's just going to repeat the ending. Alright, well, I'll go ahead and say that this is done. I'm actually very glad I was able to finish this playthrough. I started this like over half a year ago, give or take. It's been a while. I started it, then I kind of had to let it go to work on other things. Also, it was kind of hard to keep it going because the grind does grinding for cards definitely kind of wears you down because the battles actually take a little while to do. But it's still a pretty fun game. And yeah, I finished. Finally finished. This is not going to be another one of my games that doesn't get completed. So, yay for me. And hopefully you guys enjoyed it. As for what comes next, who knows? At least with this off my plate, I'll be able to focus on some other playthroughs. Perhaps something that may be a little bit shorter. We'll see. Anyway, I am The Depressed Eeyore, and this was Culdcept. See you guys later.